you are here, but mostly Disney is the name of the podcast here to play. Laugh along to what they say. So tune in, grab your mouse ears, let's all give a cheer for Disney. Times are here.
All right, hey guys, and welcome to the But Mostly Disney podcast. I'm Tater with my always fake, weird podcast voice to start. I'm just going to start talking normal at the beginning. But with me is my friend on the other end from Charleston, South Carolina, Andrew Milan.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And tonight, we're going to do a top 10, but since we did negative last week, we'll do positive this week. And with us is Kyle Bollmeyer. What's up, buddy?
Hello.
Okay.
How's everybody doing?
And we're going to so I had dinner 2 weeks ago at Disney, and now I've had both those guests on my show. So apparently, if you want to be on the show, we just have to have dinner. And we're going to talk about some music and our top 10-ish, which probably means 5 that we'll get through. Because I mean, music really, I mean, it's part of the park, right? It's as important as fireworks or cast member. I mean, it's up there in what makes the park special. Don't you agree?
Yeah. I mean, I consider it like kind of like the lifeblood of the park at some point, you know?
Absolutely.
And the great thing is for most of us, you know, at least a lot of us don't live at the parks. Some of us, Kyle, can go over anytime they want. And if you get Kyle are you Uber or Lyft?
I do both, but mostly Uber.
Yeah. So you'll get to see his screen, which is the biggest screen. I have like screen envy. It's unbelievable. The display in his car is so cool.
It's an RV TV essentially.
It's pretty awesome.
Okay.
I mean, it's like you get in and once it's probably, how big is it? 17 inches?
It's technically a 20-inch, but I think the screen is like 18.
It's huge.
Is it a vertical
17,
screen?
18, yeah. No, it's like the computer
because they make one
screen,
for GMC Tater that's vertical,
like the Tesla style. I thought about getting one of those, but I wanted more of a better ratio.
I got you.
And it's really cool. Like, I know very little about fixing cars. But I mean, what's up, Hawk? How's it going, buddy? See, Hawk was here last week. Kyle here. I mean, yeah, this week it's awesome. But you get in and it's just huge, and it's just like, you know, I'm getting old, and so my eyes. This is not a car show nor a lighting show.
But mostly cars will be next week.
I'm going to get this out of the way. I'm going to let Andrew Prince start it out for our top 10. Pretty much anything by the Sherman Brothers, right?
Yeah.
And we can still do individual music today. But I mean, when you think of Disney music, it's hard not to think of those two guys, right?
Yeah, they are definitely pioneers, and definitely, you know, when you think of Disney music, I think those are definitely the first two people you think of. I mean, Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow, that's probably one of my absolute favorite tunes of all time. So, and I'm excited to hopefully get, you know, the Walt animatronic in that ride. Hopefully, if not this year, then hopefully at least by next year. So maybe they'll make an announcement at D23 this year.
It would be cool, and it would have been a great spot to do it. They could have done animatronics of the Sherman Brothers there, and that scene with Walt and them at the piano. How cool would that have been to start that ride?
Everybody write letters to Disney. Just, you know, that video they play like outside on the TV where it's the Sherman Brothers and Walt, and they're singing together. Imagine, like, you know, that scene, and the Sherman Brothers could actually get up and walk away, and then Walt just continues talking. But good idea, Fairy.
I was thinking to myself, like, what if you Google what they wrote? It's just ridiculous. Like, the only one I can think of off the top of my head they didn't write is Zippity Doo Dah, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, that wasn't them. I'm curious how many songs they wrote.
It's a catalog.
Over 200 for Disney and other productions. 27 films, 24 television productions. I love, and Brian Crawford, if you're still here, buddy, which, by the way, I have been wearing out your channel. Brian has Keeping Walt in Disney. I bet I've watched The Swamp Fox 10 times since we talked. It's
great. It's awesome.
It is an awesome series. If you have not watched that and you like old Disney stuff, it's fantastic. And I went through what's the one you love? Texas John Slaughter.
Texas John Slaughter.
Yep. I've gone through that a couple times, and then there was another one that I'd never heard of. Sorry, we were so off. Just I'm just all over the place after my light didn't work. And I'm looking. Sorry, it's a Spanish name, and the guy El Fago Baca. Have you watched that one?
Oh yeah, and Fuego. Yeah.
I'd never seen that.
I saw it on Brian's channel. That's the reason I saw it.
That's true, Karen. Bare Necessities is right by the Sherman Brothers, but not I Want to Be Like You. They wrote something for that, didn't they?
I think so. It sounds right.
I just had it up here, and now it's gone.
I'll look it up.
But I think, I'm sorry, other way around. They wrote I Want to Be Like You. Yeah, squirrel. Karen's right. Exactly. It is definitely a squirrel night. Like it's not every week. But I mean, the Tiki Room, Hushabye Mountain, and then, but going through the movies, and I haven't posted any in a while, but going back through all the live action 1980 and before, I mean, it's amazing how many of those movies, Sherman Brothers on just everything.
Mhm.
And then there was one I didn't like, and I was so glad they didn't write it. Like the Computer Wore Tennis Shoes. I was so thrilled they didn't write that song.
Yeah, that's a bad song.
Because I don't mind it, right?
It's a little campy.
It is a little bad. But go ahead.
They did write the Studer computer review, even though I wasn't alive for that.
So that's so weird you say that, because I had posted about what would, like, Horizon seems to be the ride that everyone would want to rebuild, like out of everything in the world. And so people were going through and talking about rides that they wanted on Facebook, and someone mentioned a Studer computer, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I totally I've never seen that, but
yeah, I honestly, I didn't know anything about that until I listened to, what was it? I think it was one of Lou's shows about, oh gosh, one thing, maybe it was one of his music episodes, but he sang the whole tune, and I didn't know they wrote that.
I know. So, and then Karen says Feed the Birds, which is my favorite. Well, I will say they're two different, it's apples and oranges, but I love playing that on guitar, and I love playing I Want to Be Like You from the Jungle Book. I love that song. And Sister Suffragettes, my wife quotes that all the time about men, that though we love them individually, as a group, they're rather stupid. All right, so Sherman Brothers is out of the way. We can still go through a movie. So Kyle, you're our guest. Let's go with you with the official number one for tonight.
Well, it's going to come as no surprise. If anybody knows me, I am a massive fan of Living with the Land, Listen to the Land Pavilion as a whole. So if people who have been around long enough to know what Listen to the Land is, it was, the theme song for the ride for a while, especially when they had cast members still riding on the boats. So, and I think I've mentioned this to you before, but they've recently, Disney has brought back the original background music loop outside of the Land Pavilion from like the 1980s, like just out of nowhere, out of the blue. And so, if you go around there, especially at nighttime after, the fireworks, park closed, a little bit more quieter, you could definitely walk by and just sit down somewhere around there and listen to like some old 80s synthesizer style music. And it's just, it's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. So, so Land Pavilion, I don't want to take, but Living with the Land, Listen to the Land, the Land Pavilion as a whole, the background music loop, the ride.
No,
top of the top for me.
I got goosebumps with what you just said, and it's there's so many levels to Disney, right? That most people, it's not everyone can afford, and I don't necessarily mean that like in money, but in time. Because when we go to the parks, like, when my family would only go once a year, we had some stuff we had to do. There wasn't as much. We did take some breaks. The kids were little, and, we would slow down a little bit. But to go and be able to just sit somewhere at Disney like you're talking about at night, it's not as many people, it's people scattering around to grab one last ride or something, or, heading out to the parks and with the kids asleep in the strollers, that kind of thing. But that music, just sets the tone for your, the time. And I cannot wait until the day when I can go over to the parks after dinner and, maybe get some steps in and then just sit and enjoy it. Because it's in the title. It's a park, right? Busch Gardens, when it opened here in Virginia, was really just gardens, right? It was not the theme park in that regard that it is now. And I just love what you said. It was beautiful. And you had a lot of emotion in your voice, made me happy.
I'm going to also add in the barn music, which I have on a 2-hour loop. And who can forget the pan flute solo at the end? I literally went to a little entrepreneur, like not a small shop market this weekend, and I bought a bumper sticker that someone made, and it says, "This car runs on the pan flute solo from Living with the Land." Someone literally made a bumper sticker that says that. I don't know if I'm putting it on my car or not. I think it's too good to actually put on a car, but it literally has a picture of the boat and it says, "This car runs on the pan flute solo of Living with the Land." So
we need to do that. We need to have a show where it's like top 10 bumper sticker quotes like that. So and if you haven't been over to butmostlydisney.com and bought a shirt for yourself, please do. But I started just taking all the quotes I think about that people say and just putting them across the front, and some, like the pan flute solo, it's a percentage of a percentage that's going to really resonate. That's going to resonate with, like I love it when speaking of the Sherman Brothers, but in Carousel of Progress, when he says, "She really gets to the core of the apple," like I'm dying to put that on a t-shirt. Just these little things that I think about that I love, or "Not our dino," these things that we'll say forever, and transport us. But that's a good one. The Land's awesome. I play that in the background when I work. I have several loops that I run through. All right, Andrew, fire away.
All right, so talking about listening at work, and I consider it our fifth gate, but our fourth gate, excuse me, is the music from Disney Springs, the background music, walking around. I listen to that a ton at work. Just good, soothing music. When I'm having a rough day, I put it on. But I like to get a little poutine and sit in on those little brick steps or flower boxes and just sit there and listen to music.
Yeah, that place has an awesome, like, Tommy Bahama cool soundtrack to it, right? Like, it's just so groovy and relaxing.
The Christmas loop, you can actually look up the Christmas loop on YouTube. Is phenomenal, especially once Thanksgiving hits, you just put that on and just it's fantastic.
We ate at the Paddlefish one night. It was one of the last reservations when we came out. There wasn't a lot of people, and you could really hear it. And we just took our time walking from one side of Disney Springs to the other, listening to music. And I was like, this is awesome.
Because life needs a soundtrack, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you take, it's amazing. If you take, when my father-in-law passed away, he made a slideshow, right? And it was beautiful. Pictures of him and the grandkids and all that. But then you add What a Wonderful World to it. And how it just changes everything, and music does that. You can do a stupid little water fountain review reel, and then you add the right music in the background, and it just makes it better. It's a lot of fun. Karen says, "Stupid Judy." That'd be an awesome bumper sticker. I would so love that. And Caleb says that that music at Disney Springs is fantastic. And I do love walking around there, like at night, closing it down, like. Maybe I went over to get something to eat and you're walking back and it's not quite as busy. And I'll give honorable mention to whatever band is playing at Disney Springs and Eddie Maserati is dancing to. Because if you've never seen Eddie Maserati, go up and say hi. That guy is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
and I'll let you guys Google him, or we could have a whole show about. I'd love to get him on the show. Can you imagine how much fun that would be? He barely speak. It would just be.
It's just him, and he's just clapping,
just dancing as this bedazzled old gentleman. And
he's got his sunglasses on. And he's just going back and
Mr.
forth.
T starter kit ×3 on.
The funny thing is, he drives a Ferrari. That's the weird thing. It's Eddie Maserati, but he's got a Ferrari.
Are you a Ferrari?
I could have sworn I saw him come into the parking garage, and he was actually in a Maserati. But
maybe he's got one.
Be wrong.
He's probably got more than
one. I think
one.
he might have an actual. I'm pretty sure he drives a Maserati. He wears Ferrari, but I could be wrong. How
funny is that? And then yeah, and Disney Springs, just more. Morimoto has a great soundtrack. Their music in there is really good. All right, so here's something else I play at home, because this has no rules, parks, songs, movies, whatever you want to do. I love the Disney Resort Channel music. I love playing that simple little loop. I like the visuals too, but I love having that on in the background. And I love that there are several YouTube channels that play it for me.
Yeah, I definitely will throw the live stream on, even if it's just like a mock-up of it from time to time, just to get the feel, even though,
right. And we have some traditions in the rooms. Like I love seeing, I like seeing the Welcome Robertson party now. I think that's cool. And so I think the first time I saw that was at Pebble Beach, like a long time ago. They did that when I stayed there. And then Disney does it. And then my kids like to watch, which I had some mixed feelings about it first, but the Ren and Stimpy Mickey Mouse version. And so we watch those cartoons in there until Duffy kills them. Duffy the Killer Bear, who gets rid of Mickey and Minnie because they hated Duffy. And then I love, I get up early, typically go downstairs and get coffee for my wife and I while everybody's asleep. And then I sit either on the balcony or in the room and get, emails done or whatever. And I love having that resort TV on. And Karen's right. The music for the nighttime stories does set the mood, but my kids never loved it. They never wanted to hear anybody tell them a story. They wanted to watch cartoon. All right, back to you, Kyle. We're moving pretty good.
Alrighty, let's see here. I'm going down my list, and I'm gonna go with the Main Street USA loop. Nothing more classic than either starting off your vacation, walking down Main Street, and just, if you can drown out the crowd for a couple seconds walking down there, it's just, just fits the time period of the architecture, and, it just welcomes you to, your day, your vacation, and it's just so absolutely lovely.
No, it's perfect. And I almost said that, and I thought, well, no, we know we're going to get to Main Street. But when you round that bend, right, and you get into that square, and I don't care who's yelling and screaming, or it's always, the Wells Fargo wagon, or bum 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 ba bum bum ba ba. It's so right. It's just so perfect. It's so perfect. I love hanging out on Main Street.
You throw a train horn in there with it.
The train horn, the smell of popcorn. It doesn't get any better. Really doesn't.
Chuck just joined us. Said he's way late. You picked a great night to be late. Because I screwed up the beginning of the show. So you picked it. You didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything at all. But no, I mean that music's iconic, and not all Disney music, right? That's all. A lot of it's. I'm glad. I wouldn't mind if they did some versions of that from some classic Disney songs. But I like that they're really putting the honking of the cars. Tony says the honking of the cars on Main Streets, and maybe a little clip clop from the horse-drawn carriage. Do you guys ride
originality?
Those?
I think.
Have y'all ridden those Main Street vehicles?
Omnibus I rode.
They had the small little cars. We went to Magic Kingdom yesterday morning. We went to Whispering Canyon for brunch, and then we took a boat over to Magic Kingdom, and they had the little cars out, and I was contemplating walking over there and trying to get a ride, but I needed to walk off. We needed to walk off the brunch that we just had. So
yeah, I understand that. But
Hear that, Tater? You hear that?
I
went
know.
to Whispering Canyon and then
Name dropper.
It was 40% off for brunch, and it was only $40
that's
for the
right.
two of us. And then
did you ask for ketchup?
I forgot
No,
it's Passover days.
we were as least interactive as possible.
All right,
But we had a great server. The server was fantastic.
I'm gonna let Andrew Prince jump back in here with another one because he's got a good one here. But the water pageant. I love that music. Now I don't listen to that at home, right? Like I don't usually play that like I do some of the other stuff. But I love, getting off a monorail and walking back to the room. Bump, 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 bump. I'm so glad that they haven't gotten rid of that. It's just awesome. What a bunch of nerds. I love it. It makes me so happy. I've found my people.
Yeah.
It's just,
I'll nerd out all day, every day with you, buddy.
I know. It's so good.
Yep.
All right, Andrew.
All right. So being a Western movie guy, I get it from my grandfather. Just walking through Frontier Lane and listening to the Frontier music, and you get the train whistle, and you get the people screaming from pianos. But just walking down, you close your eyes, you think you're walking through old Wild West.
I love it. And the thing is, so I haven't watched all of it. The soundscape thing they put out. Look, he's got it right there.
Yep.
I got it all.
And see, Chuck says,
that's a daily list.
Nerds arise. Exactly. The Living with the Land soundscape thing they just did. I have not listened to all of it, but they have music in there, right?
Yeah, so they do a mixture of like the opening music, and then they kind of just like drown out the music a little bit, and then they throw in like some, I don't know if that's like original music or whatnot, but for the whole hour, you get some of the sound effects from the different scenes, and they'll throw in a little bit of the barn music every once in a while. And I think, if I remember correctly, at the end, correct me if I'm wrong, they do throw the pan flute in towards the end. But
okay.
It's a lot of like quieter moments without the music, and it's just like you hear the water and like the fish farms working their magic and all that stuff. So the dog barking at the house, it's just that with nothing else in the background. It's the perfect YouTube video. No offense.
Because I feel like you could do that for each land, right? Like you could just have, like if they filmed it at, well, I would say 2 a.m. when the park closed, but 11:30 now, but with it empty, if you did some really cool, like high quality HDR video with just the music and a little bit of like ASMR, something in there, not like the full on, full throttle of noon in front of cosmic rays, right? But I mean,
I listen to some cosmic rays,
right?
Some sunny eclipse on.
But
on
I mean,
repeat.
like really, like, and like Chris is saying, he really appreciates some of the newer ambient stuff. But like just an ambient soundtrack from each land, each park, really.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do some really cool stuff.
Did you ever see the Moana Journey of Water video that Disney Parks put out?
I don't think I did.
Yeah, that was good.
Dude, that one's cool. That one's great.
Good.
Is it really?
It's just like, it's zen. They filmed like it's all at nighttime.
I did see that, yeah.
Yeah,
I did.
That one's awesome.
Yeah, put it on at night when you're trying to sleep, or put you to sleep.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat. I guarantee it would.
Doghouse
Not in the
Dog
bad way.
Media says, and it's so true, like any resort Christmas music. And Jumbo House is his favorite. It is unique. And their music is really cool anyway. Like we just stayed there last month, and walking through there like in the morning to get coffee, they've got some pretty cool music piping through there, which is pretty awesome.
And there's a loop for that for Jumbo House.
Almost all of these somebody's put together, right?
Yeah. Put together.
Which is awesome. Because, and that's what I'll say for my next one, since we're here. There you go. Yeah.
The Christmas loop for the entrance to Animal Kingdom is, because we're on topic, is one of my favorites also.
One of my favorites is I'll play it, and it's the same thing almost over and over and over again. But like when I'm doing paperwork or filling out contracts, I'll do Soarin'. I'll just do I have a 3-hour loop of Soarin' that just over and over. And that was actually, that was the theme song for our show for a while. I had the mostly Disney logo coming in through the clouds, but the copyright, they won't let me do it. They won't give me any copyright. And I did check one time, like, because I have to make my T-shirts say BMD because they won't print the word Disney. I didn't think about that when I bought the domain, and now I've got now if you search even just mostly Disney, I come up. So I can't go back. I don't really want to. I like it, but I was oh, you know what? I'll ask them. Maybe they'll say yes. Who knows? Like maybe everybody just thinks no. Disney's too big. They won't even let you send them an email. Hey, look, it's our buddy Jeff C. And he's Jeff C. and you're not. And if you haven't on Fridays, speaking of nerdy, on Fridays, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jeff, if you're still there, like 1 p.m., it's the Maker's Table on YouTube. It's him and Katie Fox, another great friend of the show, and from Ecamm. She knits and he carves. And it's my favorite thing to do on Friday. And I bartended for 30 years. I lived in Key West. I've danced on every table up and down the East Coast. And now, as a 55-year-old adult male, I talk about Disney on Tuesday nights and watch people carve and knit. But it really is, you talk about Zen and it's just a conversation. It's really nice. I like working with that. Not technically a Disney sound, but a lot of fun. But yeah, Soarin' is definitely my pick. I could listen to that probably 6 hours worth of that music. It just blows me away.
Yeah. Great tunes from Air Force One to Apollo 13 to The Right Stuff. I mean,
Last Starfighter.
Oh, yeah. Last Starfighter. They need to redo that. There's another top 10 movies that should be redone. I'm going to write that down. All right, Kyle, you're back up. All
right. Numero one of these ones. I'm sure we can. I'm going to imagine that we're all going to share this one, but the 3 different tunnel loops from Space Mountain.
Oh, yes.
I can't get enough of it. I got multiple versions of each tunnel on my phone that I listen to at any given time. And yeah, I mean, there's videos out there of a 10-hour loop of like the 3rd tunnel out there that people can just put on, like you said earlier, Andrew, to help you get to sleep. So I can easily fall asleep to that for sure.
Yeah,
but yeah,
help put your sleep in a heartbeat.
But yeah, so Space Mountain, 3 tunnels.
It's so good. And I think one of my no, you would have enjoyed the table dancing days. Sorry, it was a lot of fun. Unless you were married to me, in which case it was difficult. And gee, Tony, where are you going on vacation to? Please share with the group. Don't be afraid to let us all know where you're off to.
Do tell.
She's going to Disneyland.
Somewhere's warm.
The sound, it's not music. It doesn't really count. But when I think of Space Mountain, I just think of that wah, 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 at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like that sound is burned in my brain forever.
Yes.
And Jeff says thanks. It's a fun show. It really is. I'm not kidding. You need to go and watch the Maker's Table. It's a lot of fun. And if Connor came on, I'd tell you to watch his Drunk Disney or whatever he does, because that's a fun video too.
Drunk Disney.
It's not really Drunk Disney, but Jeff started saying Drunk Disney, and now I can't stop saying it that way, even though it's called something else. It's like one time I mispronounced, and now I can't say it right, but I say larynx, and my wife goes crazy. It's larynx, but I can't say it right anymore. Like she made fun of me, and she's a grammar nerd. I mean, I really, if she was home more, I would never have spelling mistakes because she'd proofread everything, and she's really, really good at it. Like she can diagram sentences for fun. Like that's the kind of nerd she is about that stuff. And so she gave me such a hard time about it. So I just started pronouncing it that way, and now I can't say it any other way. Like it's locked into me. There's a weird story about my life that no one asked for. Yeah. Tony's going to Disneyland. I'm so excited for her. All right, Andrew, what do you got?
So it's on YouTube, and it's either Sorcerer's Radar or Soundscape. I can't remember, but they show live cams, and it flips and it plays the entrance music to Hollywood Studios. That's all it plays, is the loop of the entrance music. But I can't remember if it's I have to look it up. It's either Sorcerer's Radar or Soundscape, but it's got different live cams, and they'll show you like Disney Springs, or it points out Magic Kingdom and Epcot, and just rolls through, but it plays the loop to my favorite park, and I'll just put it on at work or home or cutting grass or whatever, and just listen to it. It's upbeat 40s music, which I like. So
Well, now I kind of want to find that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for it right now.
And while
See
you're
what
looking
it
for
is.
that, Chuck says 2 words, Baroque hoedown, mic drop.
Ooh,
And I had to look that up. I don't know what the Baroque hoedown is.
neither do I.
Oh, it's from Main Street Electrical Parade. That's exactly, yeah, that is a good one. 1,001 sparkling lights. That's
It is Sorcerer's Radio,
source. Oh, yeah.
live Disney World dashboard.
Yeah, that
Hey,
is a
Sorcerer Radio. They have their own app and everything, which is great.
That's right. They do, don't they?
That's all it plays, 24/7.
I love it.
Oh man, there goes the first copyright strike.
Right. Hopefully it won't quite pick up on that, but
We tried so
Didn't
hard.
pick up a ring, Lyle.
yeah, Chuck says Main Street Electrical Parade. I didn't know they had that was the name. I had no idea. But yeah, that's absolutely, it's such a good one. I have a couple videos for my kids watching that I love. And I just remember one year the kid riding Pete's Dragon was razzle dazzle, like right in our face. Like, I don't know if he got stuck there or what, but it was pretty wild. Is D Park Radio still around? Does anyone know if that is still a thing? Tony wants to know.
I think it is, but it cuts out a lot. I don't think anybody's
Managing it.
I don't think they're managing it anymore.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna put you guys on to something really quick. Sorry.
Yeah,
Have
do
you
it.
guys ever been to dcot.com?
DCOT,
Mm-mm.
C-O-T.
d-cot.com. And thank me later.
Going there, right?
Are you trying to take more of my money? Oh no, it's a video. Okay, good.
So you have to sign up for a free account, and you'll hit the jukebox on the top right.
They have a YouTube channel too.
And do they?
What?
Yeah, there
Why am I now
is-
just showing what I'm out?
If you eventually, when you make an account, which I think I have one still, yeah, let me log in here and open up the old jukebox or any new jukebox that's on the top right there. You can literally filter by park, by resort, and it has any and almost every like song, background loop from everything, even the overseas parks. They got the water parks music. They got, Christmas, Halloween, Disney Cruise Line, Monorail, which is right up your alley, I know, Sean.
Oh yeah.
There's a transportation tab. So
Chuck says "Candle
Magical
on the
Express
Water"
video.
was his wedding song, and that is a mic drop. Everyone loves Helen Reddy. And Hawk says he was there for the last night of Main Street Electrical Parade. I can't imagine. That might have been a little too emotional for me. Speaking of emotional, something I used to love to do was sit in the lobby of the Polynesian Hotel before they got rid of that beautiful fountain and gorgeous.
Here we go.
And
So
I
it begins.
love the Polynesian loop. It's my ringtone. It's the one time I've ever made a ringtone that I didn't end up hating. Like, that's the danger of having something you love as a ringtone. Yeah, it's awesome. And I play that frequently. And in fact, this is cool. So, hey, and Chuck, I think it was, d-cot.com. Is that right?
d-cot.com.
Okay.
You have to sign up for a free account, but yeah.
But that site is incredible. Like, I'm literally bookmarking things on, and so on a live show. But the first time we ever stayed on property was for my 40th birthday, and my wife surprised me. We'd rented a house, and which is what we did. We'd set a hotel the first year, and then houses for like 5 years. And so my wife surprised me, went to the Contemporary. She bought a garden wing room. We really couldn't even afford that. And they upgraded us to view, park view. So we had one night, my 40th birthday, overlooking the castle. We ordered not, I don't even remember if I knew Lou then, but we ordered chicken tenders and sat there and watched fireworks, and it was awesome. We did not leave the hotel for 24 hours. And then the next year I said, well, look, I think we should stay on property. And I am not a good secret keeper. I'm a great gift giver. Like I don't need gifts at Christmas. I love finding what my family wants, and I enjoy buying it for them. And I just, it's a lot of fun for me. So I booked us the Polynesian, but told them it was Riverside. Which, I mean, Riverside was fine. They were thrilled to go to Riverside, right? But as soon as we're driving in, and I put like the phone down so it wasn't on navigation, and moved, and as we went through the gate, as we pulled up, because that was when you had to go through the Magic Kingdom gate to get to the Polynesian, And so as we pull up, she said, do you have a ticket? I said, no, we're staying at the Polynesian. And she said, oh, go right on ahead. And I hit play, so the Polynesian loop started exactly as they found out we were going to stay at the Polynesian. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
But it was extra cool because of the fountain in the middle of the lobby. That's all I have to say about that. Andrew says the Three Caballero song, which I just put up as the most underrated ride in all of Disney World. I love that. And I love all the music in that movie. And Wishes. Karen says Wishes.
Yeah, that's my favorite Disney movie of all time.
Yeah. My oldest too,
so great.
which is kind of fun because it's kind of weird, as a, like it's avant-garde and some really, Brian, that's Hawk. That's exactly what they did. They got me a new lobby as a nice welcome concession gift. All right, Kyle, what's your next one? I'll leave it alone. For now.
This is one that I sometimes like to put on if I'm doing a little bit of work here at home on the computer, but I would say the current and I guess somewhat not ancient, but I would say like mid-2000s, but the Tomorrowland area loop.
Yeah.
That I can close my eyes and just picture myself on the People Mover, just going around, going over the speedway, and just, it's timeless.
It is. And that's, so Soarin' and Tomorrowland Loop are probably the two I play the most when I'm working. Like there's something about it that I can listen to it. Like Polynesian might carry me away a little bit or get me angry. But Tomorrowland and Soarin' really, really level me out. And for me, I think with Tomorrowland, it seems like Tomorrowland's always the last place we are. Like we're just grabbing one more ride on Space Mountain, closing it down, and so walking out of Tomorrowland at night with the perfect colored lights, like the green, the purple coming off the Astro Orbiter, like that. It's a perfect Disney memory and a perfect soundtrack for it.
AI calls it a mix of retro futurism and kinetic energy. It feels like optimistic sci-fi.
It's like they're living in my head. I was going to put that on a t-shirt.
I'm just here for the optimistic sci-fi music.
Right. Cosmic Ray and his Starlight Cafe, Karen. That's Sunny Eclipse, though.
Sunny Eclipse.
Why did I say Cosmic Ray? Who's Cosmic Ray?
That's where you eat it. Cosmic Ray.
Okay,
Yeah.
Starlight. Gotcha.
He's the proprietor.
Lou-
Planetary Boogie, baby.
Lou had him on, interviewed him on the show. If you go back, I don't know
Sunny
what
Eclipse?
episode it was. Yeah, the guy who did the song
Yeah,
a long time ago. And it was kind of fascinating, frankly.
From Zoo York.
That's right. He wasn't as big of a fan of Sunny Eclipse as we are. All right, Andrew.
Like I said earlier, like 40s music. Back when my grandfather was in the Marines, drinking, getting tattoos, having fun. So the Jungle Cruise loop, and then they'll break in with like little tidbits of if you're the driver of the Congo Connie or something,
You left your lights on.
Yeah. So just sitting there listening to that music, and I close my eyes and I can think back, like listen, my grandfather telling me stories about being in downtown Charleston during that, and it's kind of makes me think of him.
I love it. I mean, and that's the great thing. Like, it's not just like it's another one of those Disney details, right? That they put in stuff that they didn't have to. right? But that adds to it. Like you can close your eyes and know where you are, and then have it carry over to some memory outside of the park that's not even, exactly related, but light some little fire that's pretty darn cool.
Yeah, they have little jokes in it, like if you want to extend your ride, please see the doctor on the dock, and it's just it's an original too, so it's another.
My son, once he got older, was like, "Oh, Dad, it's like playing Fallout. Like if you never played Fallout, like it was this, like it's funny to hear now look, and I was raised on Bing Crosby. I lived with my grandmothers when I was a kid, so I have a strong affinity to that music anyway. But to hear my son, like in the car, put a playlist on his own of Pistol Packin' Mama is pretty funny. But yeah, like the Andrews and the big band. I mean, it's the closest thing to like maybe why I like Christmas music so much. Like that kind of music, like, if you play Bing Crosby in July, you're not cheating because we have a strict Christmas time music rule that we're not allowed to vary on. All right,
Have you
I got
heard
one.
the Bing Crosby Three Cowboy Arrows? You ever heard that version?
Oh yeah. I mean,
It's so good.
Yeah.
it's just I miss those times. I grew up in the 80s, so the 80s were a great musical time. Like I really do like the music REM. Although I heard like an obscure REM song in Target the other day or something. I'm like, that's when you know you're old. Like when alternative college music that you had to bootleg from somebody's older brother is now being played while you're getting paper towels and a gallon of milk. It's a very strange feeling. And I like being old. My young was hard. I'm much better at old than I was young, but it is still weird. All right, again, and I'll actually take this hate mail. Usually I send it to Andrew at the most, but
wow.
I love It's a Small World. I love the song. I really love the Sherman Brothers slow version, original version. But that song, and when I was in the 70s, I got trapped on that ride, and we sat there, and we were not evacuated. Dun, 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 over and over and over again. I still love it. I still love hearing it. When I come off that ride, I can't stop singing it, and it makes me think of Disney every single time. I wouldn't fight for it. I'm okay if you hate it. Like, it's not going to offend me. I get it. I totally understand. Because it is a lot of that song on that ride, especially if the boats are backed up at the end and you're stuck there with Hola, Buenvenidos, I love it. Yeah. I know. I may be alone there, and I'm okay.
I'm just waiting for you to be like Forrest Gump and go, and that's all I have to say.
That's all I have to say about that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and if you get out to Disneyland, you get to hear the new verse, and that was beautiful. Like the little presentation they have in the theater out in California, it's really, really cool. Thank you, Karen. They sing it at the top of their lungs, and don't forget to go vote for Sean right now. Stop listening to this podcast. Go vote for Sean. What place is he in, Karen? He was in the second one I checked earlier.
Wasn't first.
He wasn't first.
It wasn't first.
I haven't checked.
Yeah.
I think I voted early this morning. But I know we're doing it over on but mostly Disney, and Karen's posting it everywhere. But I really want that kid to win. It would just make me so happy. But yeah, all right. Small World's mine. Top that, Kyle Bollmeyer.
Oh gosh, I'm a big loop guy, so I'm going to go with the I'm gonna call it the International Gateway World Showcase loop. So just a mixture of pretty much all 11 countries. I mean, you hear it at the back of the park. You also hear it at the front of World Showcase. But it's a great mixture. I have all these things on my phone. I play them completely randomly in my car all the time. And yeah, so if you're a big World Showcase fan, obviously the music is top notch. You get a little bit of everything. So one of my favorites.
That's a great one. I mean, that whole park is really well done. That's another one, like, I feel like we always end up over at Remy's or something at the end of the night, and we walk back through the park and get to hear all the music when people aren't completely stomping around. Here's a weird question, since we're all over the place. Do you guys go there and see a lot of really, and obnoxiously drunk people there?
Only on the weekends.
Yeah. It's so weird. And maybe I'm just not looking. He's back in second. He was in first. He's back in second. But it's a double vote day. So if you were ever going to spend any money on this and throw $10 or $20 or something at it, today's the day to do it. And it ends, although Karen, I started to read the rules on how the voting works and I just gave up. It's some serious calculus on how to win this thing. But we just vote every day. We keep going and hopefully he'll win. I've never seen that at Epcot.
I always just catch it on the socials, people dipping their feet into the France fountain and, the fights breaking out. And not funny thing, yesterday we were at Magic Kingdom and we were walking through the front of the park by the flagpole and, walking by the photo pass photographer and somebody sat on Roy. And the cast member's like, friends, can we not sit on Roy, please?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Let's not sit on Roy, please.
These poor people with just the patience of Job,
Yes. God bless the cast members.
Yes. Be nice to cast members.
Yeah, be nice
Only
to cast
there was
members.
a t-shirt that said that.
Oh, we have a t-shirt.
All right, Andrew, what do you got?
So, they really need to bring this back. They did away with it after COVID. They did away with the whole process after COVID. They need to bring back Magical Express. And the Magical Express music you'd hear on the bus. Because you get off the plane, okay, cool, checking in at Disney. But when you sat in the bus and you heard Mickey Mouse start talking, you knew.
We lost you.
You're muted.
Yeah. Andrew's over there just talking away with my light somewhere, probably. Oh, there you go. You're back.
Gotcha.
There. Okay, so the Magical Express loop.
I only rode that one time.
I rode it once, but it was like, you were going to Disney World when you heard, the Magical Express loop. Now you have to find your own mode of transportation and pick your own music to get there, so.
Yeah.
Or you just give me a call.
I wish they bring the whole thing
It'll
back.
be interesting to see, if some of those things come back. They definitely did some bean counting during the Chapek days, and I'm not even blaming him. I think he was sent in to do a job, and that's not just to be positive. But I think Disney got in kind of the same thing that Vegas and the rest of the country started doing. So I'm glad he's gone. I think that was the right decision. But I do think, the charging for parking at the hotels, look, it's probably still in there. They just raised the rates by $35, but at least I don't have to see it. And Caleb says 5 years ago at the beach club at 2 a.m, and he was up and could hear Epcot's loop still playing from all there, which is pretty cool.
Yes.
But yeah, I liked riding that bus. It really was a Magical Express. I'm working on a t-shirt. My kid graduates from college on Friday, and so they've had all these projects they had to do, but they're supposed to be making me a cartoon version of the bus because ChatGPT didn't want to do it. And it'd be cooler if he did it anyway. And then I was going to do my other car used to be the Magical Express as a t-shirt, which I thought would be fun. I'd wear that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were leaving Wilderness Lodge, and they still have the sign up for airport shuttle. It doesn't say Magical Express, it says airport shuttle, but I guess that's probably for the. Whatever happened to? You guys remember when they had the? This was after they got rid of the Magical Express. It was the buses that were painted up like trains.
Yes.
You guys remember that?
Oh, the mirror buses?
Yeah, I haven't seen they must be gone.
Yeah, I remember
they must
that.
have got rid of them because I haven't seen. I just see the regular Mirrors shuttle buses for the resorts now. Nothing special. They had was the Sunshine Flyer? Was that it? No. Sunshine.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I don't know how I remember that. It literally just came to the top of my head. But yeah, I haven't seen. They must have got rid of those a long time ago. I hadn't seen one for a very long time.
And Chuck says if you are, and it's true, if you're a Disney fan long enough, the bean counting is cyclical. So let's hope we've turned a corner there. Is it Kyle? Who just went? Is that
It's
mine?
here.
All right,
would-
I got a pretty simple one that I don't even think needs much, but Golden Dream from American Adventure.
That was on my list.
I love that attraction, and my kids always want to skip it, and I don't know if it's the Boy Scout in me or I love America, right? Just like Walt. But I think that might be the best. I mean, Carousel Progress is my favorite, but that show is incredible. Like, it's just unbelievable how it worked and how the animatronics work and how they come out of the stage. And I mean, and it's, the fact that it goes $180 around, and that music gets me every single time.
It's very, very emotional. I think Lisa said it best when they did the show about the parks music at Epcot. She said one of the first times she went back when they opened the parks for COVID, she heard the music at the entrance, and it was the part of the not the original loop, but the loop at the time of Golden Dream, and she couldn't help but tear up over it. And that's in the same way. That version's really, really nice. And then like the version they would add into Epcot Forever, was really, really good. And then they still have a little bit of it on they do the Beacons of Magic 40th anniversary of Epcot show still on the ball, even after park close, which I thought was interesting. I thought they stopped it after the fireworks, but we were walking out of there the other night, and we just literally passed the turnstile, the tap points, and I heard the music come on, a little ticking at the clock, and we turned around and just watched the show one more time before we left. So, but yeah,
there he goes, walking out of there.
Great song.
And Karen says Voices of Liberty. Yeah, I stopped in there last time I was there, and just to hear them do the national anthem, it's incredible. It's just incredible. All right, Kyle, you got time to go around one more time?
I think so.
All right.
Jeez, let me go through it. Hold on, this is gonna take me a second. This is not. Let's see. I got a whole.
And Chris says that Sunshine Flyer were with me.
Sunshine Flyer, yeah. Don't know how I remember that off the top of my head, but I'm gonna piggyback off of Andrew's Frontierland and say, rest in peace. The loop and the ride audio for Splash Mountain. Probably some of my favorite ride music of all time. How Do You Do, Laughing Place, Zippity Doo Dah, all classics. And then like the instrumentals that you can hear walking through the queue, just put you in a good mood.
We will just bounce out of nowhere and just go, pretty good Jersey born. Pretty good Jersey born. I thought Andrew was going to get that one. I wasn't going to say that because of it. All right, Chuck, where was
Splash
Magic?
Mountain.
Yeah, I mean, Zippity Doo Dah might be, I mean, I don't know. I guess I think of that as like one of the purest Disney songs. Like maybe there's a When You Wish Upon a Star and A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes, like as some kind of trilogy, that goes together. And the fact that it's not...
They still... Go ahead, sorry.
No, it's hard. I don't know how people
still...
don't step on each other. I feel like Lou does a really good job with that. And maybe that's what I need to learn momentum, is how to do that well.
I went to, I think it was Magic Kingdom on the 19th, back in mid-April. And I took the monorail, and the monorail station at Magic Kingdom still had, why did I just brain fart? Still had an instrumental of Laughing Place playing in the monorail station.
Oh, cool.
I thought they had like done away with all that, but no, I literally have a video of, you can barely hear it. But yeah, they still have Laughing Place playing in the monorail station at least. Which is great. Nice to hear when the monorails aren't going by, which is also great.
It was It was funny. I did a video. I very seldom plan, as well, you guys know, anything out, but I did do a right after Richard Sherman died, I did like a Sherman Brothers in the Park video. And so I tried to go to the rides where the music was used. And what was really cool is like 3 separate times, one in the monorail station, one in the gift shop of the Contemporary, like the DVC one with the liquor and chips and stuff. And somewhere else, like Richard Sherman Brothers songs just popped on, like totally, like out of nowhere. It was pretty cool. I would listen to a DuckTales song. Tony
Like the
said
theme
she.
song?
Yeah,
DuckTales. Woohoo.
Darkwing Duck. I saw some
gummy
cool,
bears.
some cool Darkwing Duck art at Festival of Arts. Yeah, and Magic Journeys. I never got to see that. I know
Yeah, I
there's
don't
so
know if I
much
did
at
either.
Epcot that I just hate that I missed. But that's supposed to be a really melancholy kind of slow, relaxing song. Seen through the eyes of a child. I know all about it. I just can't. I just didn't get to go. All right, Andrew, fire away.
My last one would be Happily Ever After soundtrack.
Perfecto.
You can put it, like we put it on the house and just listen to it, or while we're driving in. And if I remember my kids were young and they would be singing it and to the tune, and it's a good one. When they changed it, I was like, they're like, we're bringing it back. I was like, yes, all right.
Relax. It's coming back. At the
You
after,
fixed your mistake.
yeah,
Thank you.
the after hours, you get to see both shows. You get to see Disney Enchantment and Happily Ever After in the same night. And if you're staying at the resorts nearby, you get to hear the music as well and watch both shows.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Enchantment's good too.
And it's funny how, and again, tonight I'll let Andrew off the hook and I'll take any hate mail. And I don't mean this in a negative way, but there's a lot of really cheesy music that somehow Disney makes me love. Like I'm walking right down the middle of Maine, and it's a catchy tune, right? It's a little dated, but I mean, it grabs me, and I don't know why. And maybe there's something to do with the innocence of it, or it's a very simple, pure form of expression. But Once Upon a Christmas Time at Christmas, even though we make fun of that song a little bit because really that's the best you could do. The lyric, but the song itself is upbeat, and there's so many parade songs that my wife will just jump into dance on, and if you heard it and you didn't like Disney, you might turn your nose up a little bit and roll your eyes, but they're kind of transportive, man. They just do a good job. And sometimes I don't like them at first, and then they grow on you, But I like some of those cheesy park songs. Not that Happily Ever After is. That's really an anthem more than what I'm talking about. But it reminds me of some of the other ones. I think I'm going to end with my favorite ride. And I just love hearing A Pirate's Life for me. Like, I feel like that is a quintessential moment for me at Disney when I get to hear that song. Dad, man, tell no tales. And run through that song makes me really happy.
Who wrote Pirate's Life for me?
Oh, Extensio.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Right?
Which is, and I use that as an example with my kids all the time because they all have, very specific, they all have a lot of drive and they all know what they want to do. I'm like, yeah, but be careful because, one of the great things about Walt is he would take somebody who's doing A and put them on R. Raleigh Crump's a great example, right? Like he ended up doing all kinds of stuff. He never a good one. And I love Bob Gurr, who I send a letter to every Thursday to try to get him on the show. But he, a letter, it's an email. I'm not really mailing a letter. Maybe I should. He might dig that. Right, exactly. Smoke signals. But he quoted, and I'm loosely quoting, that he said, it's a good thing he didn't have, all the engineering education. Otherwise, he would have told Walt that it was impossible, Like he was smart enough to do it, but dumb enough to not know that he couldn't. And so much got made that way. Walt put people in jobs. Hey, what are you? You're an artist? Okay, well, now you're going to build a theme park. Don't know how to do that. Oh, you're a sculptor? Well, now you're going to write a song that's going to be some guy's #1 song, on a podcast in 50 years, which is wild. It's pretty amazing. I like all those guys. But that song, that's kind of my moment. Getting on the Pirates ride, if I could pick one moment, as much as I love some other things, like that's kind of my keystone for Disney moments.
The Q is good too. I got the Q music on my phone as well. And then mixture of that Q, and as soon as you walk into that Q and you smell that water.
Well, and Tony brings up Grimkin and Ghost. We didn't even get to that one.
I know. I was gonna say we have time for like quick rapid fire.
All right, fire away. What do you got left on your list?
Oh gosh, what don't I have on this list? Deep Cut, Tomorrow's Child from Spaceship Earth, Jeremy Irons era.
Yep.
Obviously, One Little Spark, original version.
There's another one. I did not like Figment. I didn't see the original ride, and I didn't understand the appeal. And last time I was there, I contemplated buying a T-shirt with him on it. Like it's grown on me so much. I really wish. I'll take the Polynesian Lobby and Raise You. They need to redo. Why they're not giving Journey Imagination some money doesn't make sense to me. I mean, he's an icon in the park. He's the figurehead for Flower and Garden, and all and right, exactly. Why does he not get a check? Like they really need to put him and get that ride back to where it was. And why did they never open that rainbow tunnel? I want to go walk through the rainbow tunnel.
It's so funny. I went to one of the character warehouses today at the outlets, and they had some of the artwork from Festival of the Arts, the little smaller matted prints. And one of the newest ones I saw there was Mickey and Figment going down the rainbow tunnel, and it was like $20. And I contemplating getting it, but I was like, I don't know where I'm gonna put this, and I'll wait until next year. But I'm telling you, it's just not to change the subject, but you're talking about refixing this ride, making it the way it used to be, where it's definitely much more loved than the previous versions. They're coming out with so much like retro merch right now at the park. So I don't know if you saw last time you were here, the Dreamfinder shirt at the Creation Shop.
Mm-hmm.
Lily just had him on it, and I even had Figment on it. It said Journey into Imagination. It said Epcot Center. It said 1983. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
It's nice because
I have a slim.
We're the folks that are spending money, right? Like we're the folks who have the expendable cash. We're not buying for kids anymore. So now I'm just buying for me.
And they came in with a Journey into Imagination T-shirt as well, with the emblem in all different colors going across. Like, I think they're subtly hinting.
I hope.
Maybe at D23 this year. Big Josh is in the seat now, so you never know.
You know what
I know Lou says it every year. He's like, every year, he's like, I feel this is the year. I feel this is the year. I feel this is the year.
He's going to be right eventually.
You know what, buddy? Maybe just 1 year, just hope it doesn't happen. And then scratch that, reverse it.
Oh, and so James brings up, I mean, this is an interesting point, right? Should they? Yes. Will they? Maybe not, because he's getting a lot of mileage with the clunky version of the ride they have, Did you see what Tony said in the he said, it made me laugh. The Figment is so annoying, followed by, it's the demented Small World. I think
That's what you remind me.
I mean, we might have said this on the show. I don't know. I say so many things. But I think it's interesting that Robin Williams was one of the scientists. And Eric Idle is in the moon at the end. And Robin Williams was in the moon in Baron von Munchausen. In almost the exact same kind of costume. Yeah, and maybe with some changing in the guard, that'll happen. Maybe there'll be somebody to kind of push for that. And I don't really care. Like, I like it the way it is. It's a short people eater. We always ride it because the line's usually not long. You can pop in there and get in and out. But my kids didn't care at all about the ride, but they love the play area afterward with the
image
painting and
works,
the color. Yeah, I mean, really, really fun. I do. I mean, we could do a whole nother show about. I miss the edutainment, you know, and I think I know it's harder, right? It's harder to do. It's easier to shove Anna and Elsa on something, and I think Moana does a good job. Like, it's not. It's a little spoon-fed, right? Like, here's touch some water, and here's what water does. Like, it doesn't actually lock in, but it's a step in the right direction, you know. And it's cool. It's cool. I took my niece and nephew, and they loved it. You know, they were thrilled. And Tony said she's gonna have one little spark stuck in her head on the way.
I'll start singing it to her.
I can pull it up right now. I'll make it even worse.
All right, Kyle. It's like hot wings. This camera, this camera, this camera. Tell the people where. Are you streaming any?
No, I'm sorry. I have 3 screens behind my
yeah.
laptop. So I've got the YouTube show up. I've got you guys in the middle. I've got my extra windows over here with Dcod and Wikipedia and Facebook, and then I've got my ChatGPT assistants in front of me on my laptop. So I apologize.
Nerd. I love it.
I promise. I promise I'm here. I promise I'm here.
I'm doing
I've
this.
got so much like.
You have one more screen
Dude,
than I do.
ChatGPT, like, it's amazing what I literally just put a couple sentences in it. It creates the perfect music list, information, artists. Like, it just spits it out, no problem. And I have so much stuff, and I literally only did like Magic Kingdom and Epcot. I didn't even get into Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios because I was like, this is too much, and I'm not going to be able to get through it in one show. So,
I mean, Chuck said maybe we need to do a part 2, you know?
part 2, or like you said, the return of the edutainment.
Yep.
At mainly Epcot, I would say. That's my.
And this is the great thing. I mean, this is why I started the podcast, or at least continued it, is because I want to talk about this stuff. I like talking about this stuff. I mean, when Kyle and Hawk and I had dinner, I mean, we just sat there. I mean, we talked real life too, not just Disney, but I mean, we love this stuff. Yeah, and a little ADHD.
That's right. That's right.
I prefer
I do need to. I do need to invest in probably a better webcam setup, and right now I'm like literally running off of the FaceTime camera on my MacBook Air,
and it looks fine. And you sound great. I mean, I've spent money on it, and I'm still not happy. And my lights don't work, so still haven't come back on. All right, Andrew, how's the YouTube channel going?
Good. I went up Friday, and I found some old footage I'm going through, so that'll be good. I'll post that soon. But it's going all right. Going good.
I have a video. It's up there. I just haven't made it public yet, so maybe I'll do that tonight before I go to bed. I need to proof it. Because if I do misspell something, and I don't catch it in time, then I can't just fix it because it's in the video. I've got to delete the whole video and redo it. So, and then look, but mostly Disney. If you want to find any of the stuff, I've been asking a lot of questions on Facebook. So jump in there and throw your opinions around. And then if you wouldn't mind, and tell a friend, even if they haven't listened or watched our show. Maybe Spotify or Apple, leave us a review. I don't think we have many. I don't look, but I feel like I checked one time, and it helps people find the show, which is good, right? We've got some, Karen and Chuck and Chris and Tony and Caleb and Brian Crawford when he's here. We've got some really good charter members that will always get the premier spot in the comments, but. I would love to share this with other folks because it's what we do. It's a lot of fun. Kyle, thanks so much for coming, man, and putting up with the lighting fiasco in the beginning. And yeah, please don't forget to vote for Sean. Like, even if you're listening to this 2 days from now, actually, I mean, it feels like the voting goes on well into June. So whenever you're listening to this, future listeners, please head over to the But Mostly Disney Facebook group because I know it's there. It's easy to find in there. And we'll have a couple posts. I think Karen posts in there, and I usually share it. So go give that kid a vote. Let's make him the king of Ranger Rick. So next week, No promises, but little teaser. Penciled in is this guy, Adam, who I think his name's Adam, who lives in Disney over half the year in an RV at Wilderness Campground. So literally every 26 days, they were in People Magazine. It's fascinating. I know they're on a cruise right now, and I think he said, as long as it wasn't crazy when they got back. But it's funny because, Adam Ewing, go follow him because he's doing some social media stuff. But they live in an RV over half the year at Disney. And it's pretty cool. And every 26 days, they have to leave and go stay somewhere else for a night and come back. So if he's
That's
selling
the life, right?
if he's selling a course on how to do that, I think we'll all be buying it.
Yeah.
But it's funny when I reached
Really
out
bold.
for him to come on the show, he was like, "Oh man, I love that someone's being positive about it." I'm like, "What are you talking about, dude? You're a legend. Are you kidding me?"
Who would not be positive about that?
Well, and see, Tony says her aunt and uncle used to stay there for months at a time.
Give me the facts.
Well, thanks, guys. I'm always humbled that anyone shows up, and I really appreciate you guys coming. We will see you next week, hopefully with lights. And thanks. Have a big week. See ya.
Have a good night.
Our time is too short, it's over now. And we hate to say goodbye, but we'll be back next Tuesday night, or at least we sure will try.